Hello guys, and welcome back to Feed the Beast on the HermitCraft server. Before we go on today though, hats. Hats. What kind of hat should I be wearing? I did see that King Daddy Mac was wearing a crown. I didn't know that, and I put mine on as well. Now, no one likes to be the same, do they? And I've got a number of hats, including a pig, which I could put on. I'm not sure which mod these hats are from, but they are indeed amusing. So maybe you have to come up with some suggestions of that, and we'll find out what we want to wear. So anyway, the plan for today is to work out where we want to start our spawn base, and generally kind of where it's going to go, how it's going to be formed. So before, I set up some solar panels, and I made some stuff, made a couple of machines and things, got some power things, and just collected up a few materials in the community farm area. Now I want to go out and start doing some mining and things. Once I get the resources, I can start doing things with it. I should have my quarry in one of these somewhere, unless I have completely misplaced it. There it is. So I do want to set the quarry up at some point today and start collecting some materials, but I need somewhere to put it. Now I think we need to walk around spawn first, kind of work out where people have already got things and where I might want to put something. So some people said put something in the sky. They like the idea of some sort of sky base. Now the problem with sky bases in FTB is that I've always found before, because I have some experience with this, that you put machines and things in them, or networks and stuff and everything else, and tanks and stuff and cables and things, they start to get a bit bulky and your island becomes like a mountain. So in your actual base of the island, take for instance that one up there, you can't fit too much in the bottom of that and hide everything. Things start to get a bit ugly and get a bit big. So I also want to have a easier base to build, because sky bases as well can be a bit of a fiddle and hard to get the right shape and things, and if they don't look good, then they really don't look good. So I'm thinking I might want to couple a sky base with a underwater base. What I like what some people have done over here at the moment, I've been looking around, they have kind of a storage area and sort of fuel thing and everything else under the ground, and then above they have their ME terminals, so just there for their just accessing all the materials and stuff. They can have a monitor and everything else miles away from that. So I think onto some kind of, I don't know, saucer in the sky, some kind of ship interface thing with the ME stuff up there to access it from. Then they would have cables coming down through the air, coming to the water, and down underneath would be the kind of collection area and everything else for the spawn base. Now I'm unsure if I want to do a big base miles away like some people are doing. I know Hypno's doing one, I've had a look at that. It does look quite good. Or I'm going to stay here and just tinker around with stuff. And for energy, I'm thinking I really want to use the Steve's carts. Now there has been some updates to that since I played with it back in January, but I'm quite interested in seeing if I can do some sort of farm with the carts to collect some materials and then burn things like trees or something for fuel. I don't really want to use solar panels. And maybe in the actual water have some sort of glass roof so I can look down into the downwards thing. Just an idea to start off with. We've got to look where we can have this. So like I said before, we've got King Daddy D-Max there. We've got some water bases already, which look quite good. I think we'll go over to this one over here. And I was told correctly that the person I couldn't pronounce, that isn't online at the moment, is called Slipgator. The SL18 thing. Slipgator. So I've got that now. Thank you for that. That sort of thing really helps me out with the names, because if you don't know and you're sort of new to the HermitCraft server for the FTB side, there are people on the FTB one which aren't on the vanilla whitelist, so they just play on the FTB and nothing else. So people don't know them as much sometimes, unless you really like the FTB stuff, which some people do. I like this mangrove swamp thing. I don't know if anyone was built anything around there. So we've got some things over here. So for instance, this person's done thing on here, and then they've got things going down. Now I don't know if there's anything down there. I haven't looked. I'm guessing they're supports. I don't actually know what they are. Or we can look through the ground. So it looks empty. It just looks like they're supports. Okay, this is the 1.8. This is the gator. So in here we got some quite fun stuff. I want to do something similar to this, maybe, but have it in the sky. I wouldn't have much up there. I don't want like massive bulk up there, just like a nice pretty thing. Just where I can have a bed and things, and all the terminals, and things are loading quite slowly. That's just because of fraps. I like all this though, and we've got some power supplies here. We've got the ME stuff, and this looks quite good. I like how this looks. And we've got some nice crazy stuff to get the circuit boards and things, which is pretty cool. Bit overkill. I might get there at some point. But I like this sort of thing. And there are some materials that I do quite like the fancy of. So we have quartz, the vanilla quartz, and there's also a smoked quartz, which is basically a black version of the same thing. They look really cool together, I think. So I'm tempted to use that. And I need to put my tooltip stuff back on for the block showing. I actually had to reinstall FTB because it was messing around with me. And I haven't remembered how to put that back. I will do it shortly though, hopefully, when I remember. So, around the spawn, no, the spawn center is about there where the community farms are. We've got something there, got things over here. I do want to do something in the water though, I think. If not just above and below the water, but around the water. I don't want to do a land base. So I don't want a house. I want some kind of spaceship type thing-ish. Very loosely. So King Day Max got over here. Hypno's over here. I won't show off his new base. He's a special base because it's super secret apparently. That bit over there I could use, but I don't think it's that brilliant of an area. Now, let's see, what can I do with the map? Can I do something with the map? Okay, I can't bring it up here. There used to be a command where I used to do... nope. I used to be able to bring up the full map. I can't remember what button that is. Nope, that's B. I don't remember. Anyway. So on the map, you can see anyway up in the corner. We've got a lot of water around. Now, where can I go with that? So I don't want to build something here. That's kind of in the way, I think, of the other houses. I don't want to be too intrusive. I think this river shouldn't be used. I think it's funny how it's green though. That is not particularly attractive. Reminds me a bit of the swamps, but actually it's even worse than swamp, isn't it? What biome is this? This is fungi forest. Yeah. Ugh. Okay. So let's see. On the map we have water over that way. See, I'm really tempted by the spot over here. Now, some people were saying I should live on the slime island, and I was actually asking about that with Hypno, and I said no. Could I live there? And he was saying, well, you get the nasty slime thing spawning, and there's meant to be some sort of boss creature type slime that spawns, which isn't very favourable apparently. I'm so tempted in this sort of area here. It'll be a thing in the sky and a thing underground, so I won't actually intrude with his base over there or this one over here. I'm not actually sure whose this one is. Let's see if there is a sign. I'm not sure 100% who this one is. But anyway, they've got a thing here, so I don't want to intrude on that. And I could go on the island there, but that is actually unhosts. So again, not really a good place. Could go in the water here. I could go in the water there. Is there anyone around there though? Doesn't quite look like it. Well, I'm going to keep looking around. We've got a base over there. This water isn't taken, is it? I want to be quite close to the spawn though. So this river here is a little bit out than I would like. And someone's got a base over there as well. So I'm still thinking between this castle and Slipgator's part of his base. I think that would be a nice place to do it. Maybe in the mangrove swamp, because that did look quite pretty. So I'm going to decide on a place and I'll be right back. And we're back. So I decided, and I talked to the other guys, and it seems that this spot around here, so be a little bit in the water, or remove this bit of land here and make it water as well. That little base over there, I'm sure people have already said, that's actually Maryland's. He's another, or I believe it's a he anyway. I believe he's another FTB only member. So that's quite cool to have between those two bits. I might move back a little bit into there, I'm not quite sure. But I'm just really looking for some materials to get my quarry running. And I set up some things like this. And this is basically like vanilla. Just going through, getting stuff out, going back in the thing and cooking it. Got some overclockers in there, a couple of little bits. Running off with a few solar panels still. I'll replace this as soon as I get my minecarts, not my minecarts, my Steve's cart stuff up and running. I'm not going to go crazy, hardcore, nothing until I get carts going. I want to get things going to get some fun quickly. A couple of the things, I've got those tooltips working. You can see all the things up the top bit. It tells you what they are. That's really good for me not knowing what everything is now. Also, the map thing I worked out. So the green pot actually, where it's green, is actually water for most of it. Don't ask me why there's a chunk error in it, I guess. So over there's water. So from above, it looks okay. I might want to go back there a little bit over that way. So yeah, pretty happy with my location I've picked. And I've basically been mining for a while. I've got a whole load of stuff come through. Been getting these bushes. What I said in the first episode, I quite found these interesting. I might want to use them for some sort of thing to get materials with. That could be cool. Also, in this pack, as there's no red power and things like that, and there's no Zycraft, there isn't that much scope for auto crafting. So I did have a little look around people's base and found that they didn't really have many things happening to their stuff once they mined them. Now, in the red power things, always have things to be sorted, macerated, cooked, and everything else, and the final product was stored. That doesn't seem to be like what anyone's doing now. I don't know if that's still something that can be done easily. I would like to look into that though. But anyway, I've basically just been mining to try and get some lapis. It's an odd thing. Hopefully it's still in this biome and this world. Because I need to make some markers to mark my quarry out. So I don't want to make a small quarry, I'll make a big quarry. And for now I'm just going to add loads of chests to it and just collect up the stuff. There's a plane going over at the moment, I do apologise. So what I want to do when I find that, and as well I haven't found any more diamonds. And I found that 11 diamonds in that Mistcraft world and nothing since then. It seems that the people have kind of mined out below there quite well. But I wanted to go and do some enchanting and test out this advanced enchantment table. Because people were telling me before I should go try this. And unfortunately it looks like the chunk error is just here. See if we can go around it. You can actually look through to Biffa's base from this bit. So one moment, I'll just relog. And we're back, and Hypno's on now. Saying I was going to use the enchantment table. So I haven't looked too much at this. I had a very brief look with you guys on camera, and what I really need, as I'm after lapis to get the markers to get that mining going with the quarry. I did think as well I could use turtles. I don't really want to use computer craft, I didn't really find it interesting before, so I'll leave that out for now. Now what I want is fortune, in case I get diamonds or the lapis itself, because I haven't found any yet, which I found a bit strange. So what I really want is unbreaking and fortune. How much does that cost? I've got 34 levels, this one costs 31. So unbreaking 3, fortune 3 on an iron is okay. I don't actually know what ashes does. Does it give a chance of giving you ash? I know ash can be turned into energy. Silk touch, I don't want silk touch. I guess that's locked out. Okay, it locks them out, so you're going to do one or the other. That makes sense. I don't know what R and what E does. Efficiency, oh, no, it gets too expensive. So I can go unbreaking 3, fortune 3, efficiency 1. I guess I can do that. Oh, enchant and is that re-enchant? Enchant. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. So can I don't know if is that re-enchant, does that clear the thing or not? Oh well, I'm sure I'll find out soon. But yeah, that's my pick I can get for my diamonds and my lapis. Now I'm just going to keep going now until I can get some lapis. I might be skipping forward a bit quicker than some people that you may have seen doing FTB, because I have done the FTB stuff before, and the pack isn't too dissimilar for some of the mods, so the IC2 and stuff seem like I used before. So me just making machines and things, I'm just going through that because I find that quick. I don't really think I need to explain that too much. I've probably seen it loads of times already. So I'm going to keep going now until I get some lapis, and then we're going to try and set up the quarry in the Mistcraft world, and then have somewhere to store it. That's really the aim for today. So I'll be right back once I've got some lapis, and I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so I've been looking for some lapis for a while now, and I just can't find any, and it's actually really annoying me. And Hypno's been on me talking to him about some stuff while I've been doing some more mining, and he said, why don't you just go to the mining age and go down to one of the quarries that have already been done and find some lapis in a wall. And I thought, no, I'll just go do some mining, I'll find some diamonds as well. And then I think, after spending a while longer, I think, yeah, it might be the easiest way to do it. So we'll go and do that, but I did come across this. Now this looks really funky, and this is regen water. And a bit like the poison water we found last time, I'm being told by Hypno you can't pick it up in a special bucket from a special thing. There we are. Promised land dimension and get an ore to get a bucket and then get that water. Because if you pick it up you just get normal water, which is a bit sad, you lose the bit of thing. But it looks really cool, and when you're in it you start getting regen effect. Now that would be really cool to have as some sort of, I don't know, a fountain of youth or something. That'd be really cool. Or just a way up to a base. So where I want it sort of something in the sky, I could have a waterfalls up to it like this, and you got the waterfall if you wanted to. That could be really cool. I love the particle effects, that looks really cool. So I've got to try and remember, at least I found some. It's probably quite common, I don't know. But I might want to keep an eye on that anyway. But we're going to go to the mine dimension, and we'll take our quarry and things with us, wherever our quarry is. I keep misplacing these things. There's the quarry. I got some pipes and things which I think I should be able to use. It's been a long time since I set up a quarry, and believe me, it's been a very long time. And I will bring some of these panels with me and just get some things to panel it, actually make it work. Hopefully that will work. Although quarries used to be MJ, didn't they? Maybe I have to make some electrical engines and do something like that. But anyway, I will sort out some stuff and I'll go find some lapis in that world, and I will be back with you when we're setting up the quarry, because I've got to try and get some pipes and things to go into chests and things like that. Once we get some diamonds, I can try and sort the chests and put things through void pipes and stuff. But I ain't got any diamonds to do that yet with the diamond pipes, so I will be back in a sec. Okay, so I spent some more time doing some mining in this mining age, and I thought I'd go down with the water like I did, and I thought I'll look for some lapis quickly, and maybe there'll be a couple of diamonds on sort of walls in between where people have been doing the mining. And there was quite a lot of diamonds, and with my Fortune 3 pickaxe, yeah, like 3 stacks. So that's a pretty good start. That means I can start building all sorts of things that need the diamonds, including tesseracts and all that good fun stuff, diamond sorting pipes and stuff, transport pipes, whatever else. So that's all stuff I can do very quickly now. But I'm going to try and set up this quarry here. Really trying to remember how quarries work, because it's been a very long time now. This should be the outside of it. That should be able to show you that. So that should be the outside. So it should mine. The frame should be here, and the mining should be in the middle. So that should be one thick hole there and a 2 thick hole there. If I go to the end, I should be able to put the next one down, and so forth. So you haven't done this in like 10 months, so do bear with me. That is the end of that one. Yes. And then see how far I can go this way. It's over here. And then what I'll do is place down the quarry. Or at least it should be. And actually I need to move this all up. I didn't think about that actually. So from where I am now, I'll get some wood for the moment. All I need to do is put a marker, say there. And then that is 5 blocks above. And I'm doing this because I haven't got any tesseracts and things like that to send things through to the normal world and do stuff like that. Where's it going to be actually? There we are. Because I haven't got anything to send them through to the overworld and get them sorted there or stored or any sort of fancy stuff, I need to kind of store them here. Now, because I'm going to be playing a lot of vanilla, obviously I want to do something slightly vanilla. So I've got a load of hoppers and a load of chests. I'm a bit taller than that actually. And I want to try and sort it so that they get put into them first. A bit taller again. Maybe that's the right height. Yes, so that's the correct height. All we need to do now is set up the quarry, and it should go 1 block down from this. Let's see. You should go here, and I believe the quarry should just go here. Oh yes, I've still got it. So pipes come at the top. Is it wooden? Maybe not. No, not wooden these days. So I've got some iron, I'll try that. I've got the engines, I've got the solar panels and things. So I'm trying to set this up, and I'm going to put some hoppers and things to this and a load of chests. So that's all loaded still, because the quarry should load things still these days. Just set that up, that might take a little while, and I'll be right back. Okay, so set up my jambled contraption. I'm laughing at this, so don't worry if you guys are a bit laughing at this as well. We'll quarry in here, we'll turn these engines on. I only think this is probably going to support 1 engine, not 2. We'll see if this even does anything. So that one's getting enough, that one is probably not. Anyway, they're going, and it's starting to build. That's all I want. If it starts to do things, I can leave it overnight and it will start mining eventually. That's all I want for the moment. Once this mining has started, it's got 6 solar panels here. Probably need to bring the rest here as well, to be honest, and a ton more of other stuff, but this will be alright just to start off. And down here I've got my nice hopper situation, going into chests, going down, going down, going down, instead of doing into pipe, into pipe, into pipe, into pipe stuff, just so that it comes through in the correct order and doesn't go into kind of random chests, which I thought that's what they used to do with the Buildcraft pipes, but that's what I've got in here, just a load of chests, just because it looks nice and it'll come through here first, and it's okay, it will do for now, it will work hopefully. I managed not to fall down and die though, which is good. So that is what I'm going to leave to keep going, and eventually, and I really do mean eventually, it will make its way to start mining, I hope. Okay, at the moment it's just taking away the stuff at the top, that's fine, let's start building the frame. So all of you guys probably, yep, that's a quarry, and everything else, and I'm sure the next quarry I do will be much more professional, once I have some stuff, because all we're going to do is start making liquid ducts, and, no, not liquid ducts, all the cube stuff, tesseracts and all the power cubes and all that sort of thing, and then I'll just place on tesseract and it'll be fine. But we'll get some materials first, then I can start making my Steve's carts and start getting some energy production going, and then I can funnel it through with the tesseract. So that's the starting off thing to do, and that's what we want to do today. I think that's a pretty good start, especially with diamonds. I can start building all sorts of things, including, because the A system I believe, or at least I guess it used to use a lot of diamonds. These days I don't know, because like I said, things have got a lot cheaper, because there's no Grec Tech, which is awesome. And also someone did tell me that because on the biomes thing or whatever else, there is larger ore pockets. That's why in the first episode there was 11 diamonds in one spot. Now, that makes perfect sense now. There's no kind of freak of nature that was on the first episode. That's what kind of happened in this sort of mod pack. I'm pretty fine with that as well. Makes this mine here, sort of this quarry, going to be much more higher output, high yield of good stuff. So that is one I'm going to leave running now for quite a while, and next episode I want to start looking at building the base. All you need to do first of all, have somewhere. I'm going to build up things like the pulverizers, all the liquid transposers and things to get the tesseracts. Once I have that, I'm going to hollow out a room at spawn underwater and have the stuff to come through. Once I have those materials, I can start making the energy, and then I'll start making out from that. But that's what I'm going to do next time, I think. Start off with those machines and get things going. Maybe even get a cart or two running. That could be really cool. But for me, I'm going to have to wait quite a long time, maybe even a couple of days for this to go. So for me, that is all I have time for today. I hope you've enjoyed. Now, I've got some lovely comments so far. For people wanting me to come back to the FTB things and being quite happy with that. So if you have enjoyed and you want me to carry on with this, please do give it a thumbs up. It really does motivate me to do more of this. I've been really enjoying it. I hope you can tell from my voice. So from me, goodbye, and I'll see you next time, guys.